Okay, today and over hopefully a couple series of videos, we're going to talk about how to get off the start line, where to begin. You know, say you've been charged with overseeing a redevelopment area or over a city that's been dormant, or everyone says, no, we don't go down there. It's kind of a dead zone, dead area. No one wants to go down there. What do you do? How do you jumpstart that? Where do you even start or begin to change those areas? So over the next couple of videos, I'm going to share with you a bunch of examples of what I've done or what I would do in that instant to jumpstart the revitalization or jumpstart change the narrative around your city. So practical examples of how to get off the start line. So today I'm going to give you just one short example as an introduction. But what I do is within the first 3 to 6 months, you need to be showing progress. And that doesn't have to be a bulldozer and a big redevelopment project like behind me. But you need to be showing continual small successes. And an example of that, and this is a silly example, but I'm telling you, this is what you do, is you see behind me, see where, you know, kind of the road's been cut up and stuff. You can see they cut into the road, came in and did some work. Actually, this was they were removing a gas line as part of an upgrade of a sewer project. So what I would do, you know, there's been people out here for a week working. So while they're out here working, I come out here, take a bunch of photos, go back, post them all over social media, email them to property owners, business owners, prospective business owners, prospective investors, your city council, your board, anyone you can think of. And you just put a very positive, hey, progress is being made in downtown. Sewer upsizing project is on its way to bring us further capacity for all the brand new businesses that are going to be relocating to our city. You know, something like that. I mean, you can craft something that speaks to your city a lot better than that. But that's just an example of showing small things like that. And you need to do that all the time. So even if you just see someone out here, say for instance, the building behind me, if they were out here pressure washing the awnings or painting the building, I'd be over here in 2 seconds getting photos saying improvements are happening at the Independent or whatever it is, you know, something of that nature. But continuing to show those over and over. And in the beginning, you know, people are going to be like, oh, that's just, you know, silly. That's great. No one's still going to go downtown. Nice sewer line that you got. But you know what? I'm telling you, over and over and over, the more you do it, the more those naysayer groups get smaller and smaller and smaller. And you're always going to have some that are against or don't believe in what you're doing. But I'm just telling you, if you keep on pushing on it, after about a year or two and you look back, your success is going to be so much that people are going to start to ask, how in the world did you do it? And you're going to say, well, I started with taking a picture of them fixing the sewers in downtown. And they're going to laugh and you're going to go, it's true. So here's another thing that you should be looking at if you're trying to change that perception of your city. I'm at the entry here in Sand City, California. And this is, behind me is the kind of the line. So you see that railroad track? This over here is our neighbor city. And then if you come across, when you enter our city, see this small change? Just that little difference that the landscaping makes. So I would encourage you to look at your small entry points. Every street that comes into your city should have some sort of identification. And it doesn't have to be a sign that says welcome to, but it's just more of the attention to detail when you enter into your city. So for our city, you know, you come into Sand City, there's not a sign right here that says you're here, but you notice something different because there's a different level of excellence going on in terms of how we are landscaping our entry points. And that's not a slam on our neighboring city. They have a million different entry points, so I'm sure this isn't an important area for them. But for us, it's very critical as a small city to continue to show you have arrived in our city, and you can tell that because the level of excellence has changed. All right, we were talking about just the little small things that you need to pay attention to change that perception of your city. And Just a moment ago, I was talking about, that little landscape patch when you walk in, when you drive into the city, and how important that is. But I want to show you that we have another section in our city. This is another main entry point, and you can see right here, it is not kind of a desirable, hey, welcome to our city. So, this is an area that we desperately need to focus in on, to welcome people into our city more properly, instead of just kind of a afterthought of a space. So, to be continued.